Okay, so anyways, so I ran over here. I've been dealing with some crazy town stuff. And then Lisa went live on the Destination to 12K page. So I know a lot of people are going to have to check the recording, and that's totally okay. I just want to tell you guys that, holy crap, September is like a twilight zone. It is absolutely starting off phenomenally. It is like, guys, the very first day of the month, I think so many people came out of August. I'm not one to sugarcoat it. For those of you guys that don't know me well and you just hopped on this Zoom tonight, you'll find I will say things that others maybe won't say. August sucked. Okay, it sucked for me. It sucked for me personally, but it also was just a month that I know a lot of people struggled through. A lot because of people coming off the transition of June and July, and we had that double QV in May and June. And then, July was a big month. It was still a big month. It wasn't as busy as August was, but then August hit. And it was like everybody was finishing up vacations. Nobody really had extra money because, let's be real, I can talk about the many times that I went on vacations, maxed out credit cards, spent every last penny I had just so that my family could go somewhere and do something. And the reality of it is that trying to then go and get your kids' school clothes, get back into the routine of getting your kids on a schedule, you on a schedule, summertime can be crazy. And overall, despite being off my game last month and many others, some people just check out over the summertime. And I can tell you, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the buy two, get one. I don't know. Maybe it was the reboots that a lot of people have been doing. Maybe it was a mixture of, this Destination to 12K. I don't know, but I can tell you this. My team's excited. I'm excited. I feel like this huge thing that was sitting on my shoulders last month, which, don't get me wrong, we fought till the end, and I am damn proud of my team. But with that said, coming into September, we have some incredible things. Now, I know that a lot of people that are doing the Destination to 12K are probably on that live right now that Lisa's doing, and that's totally okay. Like I said, they can catch the recording. And if you're on here and you're missing it, that's okay. You can go check it out after. We're not doing anything crazy tonight. She is going to be announcing teams and all of that stuff. For the rest of you guys that maybe decided, not to do the Destination to 12K, first of all, I think sometimes people beat themselves up because, they're like, I want to do it, but I don't know that I can commit to do it. And I'm here to tell you that is okay. There are many times that there have been pushes and different things that went on that it just didn't align with where I was at and what I was capable of doing in my life. But I can tell you this, guys, is that even though some are doing it, some aren't doing it, I can tell you we still plan to share a lot of those tasks, a lot of the things throughout everybody. I know, I posted in my team page about posting your goals, saying your I ams, things like that. These are things, though, with or without prompt, you guys, that we should be doing regularly. And, I just made a post a little bit ago, and it was about just adding, 3 things or 5 things into your week, whether that is messaging or into your day, whether that is, I haven't been sending those messages out, those happy birthday messages. I haven't been inviting people to the fan page. I did this. I told my team the other day, I went live in the team page and I said, listen, you will never achieve the goals that you're after if you're not willing to put in the work for it. And does it suck sometimes? Yes. We're not always going to sign people. We're not always going to have the seeds that we're planting harvest when we want them to. But what I am planning on doing this month, and what you guys are going to see a lot of, is I want to work on a couple of the things that I know are not my strong areas, and I want to get stronger with them. So with that being said, I entered into a group, which I don't like people, I don't recommend or want anybody to do anything like that, because here's the thing, is that somebody can go in a group and check it out, and they can get so sucked into it that that's all they focus on, and that is counterproductive towards your business. Okay, it is counterproductive towards your business. But what I saw was people reaching out to 260 something people reaching out to, like, and I'm talking a day. First of all, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know 260 something people that I could possibly reach out to in a day and be genuine about it. Okay. But I am definitely not reaching out to the amount of people that I need to. And I know that a lot of you guys are like, yeah, but I don't want to reach out to people. I don't want to friend people and then reach out to them. Well, you don't friend people and reach out to them. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Okay. If you do reach out to somebody when you friend them, you say, hey girl, thanks so much for accepting my friend request, because your page looked awesome and I'm looking forward to getting to know you more. That's it. That's all you say when you friend somebody and they accept it. If you feel that you want to message them and you want to reach out to them, do not say a thing about your business. Do not say a thing about any of that. Another thing is that, and we're going to be teaching different stuff this month, but you want people to be able to come to your page and get to know you. So you want to pick a couple things, guys, that are things that you're passionate about. I don't know how many of you all have watched the Zoom that I posted a couple, I don't know, I did it on like a midday afternoon or something. It was an Instagram Zoom. I'm going to tell you, I have seen people come to life on Instagram, but it's carried over to their Facebook for the simple fact that they have had to narrow down some things that they want to share with the world. And I'm not saying you can't throw out your memes, you can't throw out all of that stuff still. Absolutely, you want to do that. You want to be you. You want people to get to know you and your personality, because ultimately at the end of the day, that is what's going to attract people to your business. But you also have to be bold about your business. So I've suggested that people that were working on an Instagram level or whatever, even if it's Facebook, it doesn't matter, to really bring value. Don't focus on how much you're posting, but focus on what you're bringing with your post. So you don't want to just post something and it just be like for no reason, maybe it made you laugh. Okay, share why it made you laugh or why you thought it was funny. Or sometimes I just put a funny face and make a post, and sometimes those get the most shares, but it's because the post itself made people laugh, right? But for the most part, like, narrow down what it is that you are passionate about in life. For me, I can tell you, it's my kids, it's being inspired, it's learning stuff. Those are the things that I want to share. Pictures of my kids, teaching people positivity, being positive, people that inspire me. So when you come to my page, you know that I have a sense of humor, but I'm also going to share real life things about myself. And that is what people are going to relate to you with. People seem to think that it's all about the sales, but it's really not, guys. It really does come down to you getting in front of your target audience. And that's something that I really want to stress and help people with this month, because I think that if you got in front of your target audience, first of all, your newsfeed would be the bomb, because you would be relating to everybody on your newsfeed. And then guess what? They're going to be relating to you because you're sharing similar things going on in your life that they too can relate to. Do you know why people scroll by your post and they don't read them sometimes? The reason is because it doesn't relate to them. That's just not them. They don't think it's funny. They don't think, they're just not engaged with it. If it's just salesy posts, then if they're not interested, they're not going to buy. You will rarely see me post a picture of a product without sharing why I'm taking the product. You see, I see so many people just make a post and say, who wants to buy a 3-day mini? It's not working out for you too well, right? Doesn't work out for you too well. Why? Because why is somebody going to send you $25 for 3 things that you're posting about? They don't know what it's going to do for them. That's why people aren't sharing enough stories. If you go to the Lavelle fan page right now, I want to encourage every single person that's on this Zoom to do this, because I'm going to guarantee every single person that did do this last month was beaming with pride, feeling confident and excited. They were nervous. You ready to hear what I'm saying? They shared their testimony on the Lavelle fan page. And the fan page is getting viewed by how many people? How many people have shared those stories, those testimonies, exactly what it is that they're doing? That is like one of the best third-party validations that you can have, guys, is by your peers, the people around you, being like, holy crap, wow, that is what happened. And I want you guys to know, I see Amanda Hall commenting right now. And if you guys go to the fan page and you scroll down, and I mean, I could honestly, guys, the fan page is filled up probably the last week with people from my team, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I am damn proud. Like, I've got like stories to share for a long time, right? And Amanda shared her before and after pictures, and her second picture was in a 2-piece. It was in a bathing suit, but it was in a 2-piece bikini. And, that was a very vulnerable thing for her to share. But you guys, if you go to that fan page and you look at her before and after picture and you hear her testimony, you read her testimony, and you feel her testimony, it is powerful. And you want to know what is not a coincidence? That Amanda is fired up, and she is like on fire, and she's talking to new people, and she's being bold, and she's sharing it, and she's doing a couple things. A, she shared her testimony. B, she's using the product. C, she's staying consistent, and she's excited, and it is attracting people in by her energy, right? So I want to encourage every single one of you guys, and I've been working on typing mine up. I've got like that much already typed up for me to resend mine in, but this destination to 12K has been kind of woo-wee. Donnie, can you answer this? I can't answer it. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Hey, Lori, hold on one second. I'm going to give the phone to Donnie. Hold on one second. Here. I'm sorry, guys. One of my friends' husbands missing right now. So we are trying to find him, and that was his wife. So anyways, real life stuff happening, right? But what I'm telling you is that I want you guys to all have that same energy. I want you all to have that same being fired up. Now, for each one of you guys that do not have products, I want to put a challenge out there for each one of you guys that do not have products in your hands, okay? And I don't know if you want to take me up on the challenge or not. I'm going to challenge you guys to share a story or a testimony combined with you trying to get a 5-day sample out, a 3-day sample out, when somebody messages you because of the testimony that you shared. So listen to me when I say this. You're going to share testimonies, and you're going to say, I am ordering samples on Friday. Who wants one? I have 3-day, 5-day, 7-day. I don't care what combination you offer. I don't care how you offer it. And you gather enough that you can get some product and you can get some samples out the door. Okay, so I want to challenge you. And please, a negative thinker will think, Amanda's telling me to go spend money on an upgrade kit. A positive thinker will think, hell yeah, I'm up to this challenge. I'm going to do this. Okay, so I don't want you to say, I want you to go spend your money. No, I want you to go and sell minis to get customers, because the more people that try this product, the more people that are going to fall in love with this product. And I want to break that thinking of, I can't afford this product. I can't order this product. I can't use this product. I don't have any money. My bank account is a negative, Amanda. You don't even know. No, I do know. I've been there, and I don't want you to be there anymore. Okay? I do know what that's like. I do. All right? So I am telling you right now that you have to be intentional and you have to plug in, you have to be excited. I'm also challenging each and every single one of you guys to make a vision board. You know, Paul says it over and over and over again around this time of the year, almost every single call that you get on with that man. And you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, Paul he is like, he's my idol. Like, and I don't idol people, but when I'm just joking, but on a for real note, he is the most down to earth person, but he is a vision caster. Okay. He will tell you, sit in a room and tell you to close your eyes and visualize your Christmas tree and the presents that surround it for you and your family on Christmas. Visualize what Christmas dinner is like with you and your family and the meals that you were able to prepare because of the extra money that you had, to be able to, you know, close your eyes and visualize you and your family going on that vacation. Close your eyes and visualize having money in your bank account that you actually can go to the grocery store and not have to count every item that you put in your cart, because I've done that. I've been there. Okay. I have been there. I have returned things so that I had extra money to be able to buy groceries, to buy formula for my girls when they were little. I've been there. Like, I can remember many times that I went through, you know, the ATM, and I went and got gas, and then I hurried up and rushed to the ATM so that I could get money out, even though I knew that I was going to overdraw my bank account. But I knew that I had to overdraw my bank account in order for me and my husband to get to work. So I would go and take every last penny that we had out. So, you know, when it comes to what you're going to charge for minis, I could sit here and tell you the breakdown. Sarah Bailey, I see you're on. Would you mind copying that post that I shared the other day that came originally from you, of a breakdown of how much you can charge for minis? And again, guys, the cost is totally up to you, but I can just tell you this: quit giving stuff away for free. You're going to hear it over and over again. Quit giving stuff away for free, because unless you start putting value on it, unless you fall in love with the product and what it's going to do for you, nobody else is going to either. I want to teach every single one of you guys how simple it truly is to reach out and message people. I want to, and here's the thing, is that I'm not really doing it that much. So me telling you that I'm going to teach you is by me actually doing it and finding out what it's going to be, right? I can tell you, I know how to be a friend. I know how to reach out. Listen, I messaged a girl earlier, and I said, hey girl, happy belated birthday, by the way. Yeah, it's in Level Up, Sarah. I said, hey girl, happy belated birthday. I'm so sorry I didn't see it was your birthday the other day. However, I did want to message you anyways, because I really loved that video that you did the other day. Can I check out what you have going on? Because she just has this group, and it's just like, I don't know, you see people post about groups all the time. Maybe somebody's selling something. Maybe somebody is just like wanting to have a motivational group. Maybe somebody's just wanting to whatever. So I was like, hey, can I join your group? Why do I want to join her group, guys? I mean, she is in another company. Why would I want to join her group? Because I don't care that she's in another company. I love watching her videos. I love getting to know her. And maybe one day she'll want to be in a different company, but I'll never approach her about it. Okay. But that's not what I'm doing it. She brings me value by what she has to share. So I want to be her friend. I want to get to know her. So I'm going to be more intentionally reaching out. And that means if you're on Instagram, it's a little bit less personal, to be honest with you. I see somebody's page that's rocking it. I'm going to message them and be like, girl, I love your page. I'm totally glad I came across it, and I'm going to be following you from now on because you're an inspiration, right? First of all, compliment people, guys. Compliment people. People love compliments. Don't you love it when somebody tells you that, you know, you did a great job, or what you posted really inspired them, and so forth? So I want to encourage each of you guys to do that. So I know I keep on talking fast, but goal setting, a vision board. I'm telling you all of this. Get some minis sold. Set a deadline on when you're placing your order for the minis. Don't just say I'm pre-selling. In fact, do not say the word pre-selling, guys, because you are not pre-selling. What you are doing is offering people a sample that you're going to be placing an order for on Friday, period. End of story, okay? And then you make that commitment. And if you make that commitment, there's two things that are going to happen if you make that commitment, okay? Ready for these two things? You're going to post one time between now and then, and you're going to say, I didn't get anybody to start these minis. Or you're going to be so darn intentional about it that you are posting, you are sharing stories, and you are being consistent, and you are following up with every single person, every single like, every single comment of anybody that's ever messaged you. You guys, when I have gone to conferences in the past, in my last business, when I would come home from conference, this is what I did. I grabbed my phone, and I would go to my text messages and I'd type in a keyword of whatever products it was that I sell. And I don't have as many text messages now because back then, I say that back then, I used Instagram a lot, and Instagram didn't have DMs. So back then I would have to have everybody send me a text. So I had like a bazillion text messages like all the time. So I don't have as many texts. Now you have instant messenger, or you have messenger, you have DMs on Instagram, mainly, but you can even go to your photos that you've uploaded on Facebook, and you say, she's not a customer. She's not a customer. Let me message her and see if she'd be interested, because she liked this picture before. She's asked before, but I've never followed up with her. Do you realize that most people won't buy from you till the 8th contact? That's a lot of no's and a lot of rejection to come over, right? Is it worth it? Paul made a post, who's successful? And let me tell you guys, you can be successful no matter what it is in your life, whether it's this, whether it's being a nurse, whether it's being a teacher, whether it's being whatever it is that you put the work in for, you can be successful at. Do you think there's a reason why Michael Jordan, there's that quote that he took however many shots and, he kept on missing or whatever, but then he had his big break? I don't know how many of you guys have watched documentaries or like The Pursuit of Happiness, okay? Like the reality of it is that you're going to freaking fail a hell of a lot before you reach where you're going. Do you think that I am happy with where I'm at? I am freaking blessed at where I'm at, but my team's not here yet. So I will not stop until as many people as I possibly can, whether they are on my team or they are not, I'm going to keep on going. So there are going to be people, and Giselle, hold on a second, I'm going to unmute you. But there are going to be people that give up before they hit the finish line. And then there's going to be people that are making it their personal mission. They are somehow, some way going to sell those minis, and they are going to get them out, because the more people that try it, the more people that are going to order as your customers, okay? The more people that are going to order as your customers. I was a skeptic. If somebody would have just asked me if I wanted to try a 3-day sample, I would have said no. If somebody would have posted it on Facebook, I would have said no. I wouldn't even have messaged. I probably wouldn't even have liked. Jamie Pekka sent me a message, hey, I got to talk to you. And then next thing I know, my phone's ringing. She was bold. She was bold. She called me. Listen to me out. I know this is crazy. And I don't care. You guys start your conversations like that. I know this is crazy, but there were two things. First of all, Jamie Pekka and I had a relationship. We had a friendship. You wouldn't just do this to some random Joe, okay? You're going to do this with people you have relationships with. Does that mean your family, your friends? No. I mean, don't you have relationships with other people on Facebook that you talk to? If you don't, then this is the time that you start, okay? Like I made a post the other day and it keeps on circulating. It's like, I see like 6 people that are probably my best friends on Facebook, but they don't even know it yet because we like the same stuff, right? And isn't that true? Like there's so many people that you see their stuff, you comment on their stuff, you crack up, you're like, oh my God, that's so me. Like Amanda Campos, I swear to God, she posts stuff almost every single night before she goes. And I'm like, are you in my head? Like, woman, seriously, are you in my head? And you guys, the reality of it is that If I was going to go do a business, who would I want to go in a business with? I would want to go in a business with people that I enjoyed talking to, that I enjoyed being around, that I had so much relatability to. And sometimes, guys, people don't like the idea. Like me, I didn't like the idea of this company or these products. I was like, no, like just no. But Jamie was like persistent. She was like, dude, just give it a try for me. Get on the phone. Will you at least get on the phone call with Lisa for me? And I was like, I guess, but I'm still not going to do it. But I'll get on the phone call and I'll listen anyways, right? So even though I was like, no, that was a door. I bet you there's 73 people on here right now. I would put it up to 95% of you have never been on a three-way call. That's a fact. I'm not even going to say that's like an assumption. No, that's probably a fact. 95% of you. Let's change it. Why? Fear. Okay. If you want to run your business to get to where you want to get to, it's time to stop allowing fear to stop you. It's time for you to start being bold. Okay. It is time for you to say, I will find somebody to get on a three-way call. Okay. You go first to your sponsor. If your sponsor doesn't know a hole in her ass, you don't want to use her, obviously. If your sponsor like doesn't plug in, and yes, I said hole in your ass, okay? Seen Brittany Hyder down there laughing at me. But it's true. If your sponsor doesn't plug in and your sponsor isn't like tuning into the page and your sponsor isn't using the product, you don't want to use your sponsor if that's the case. Go up. That 12K that you see posting every day. In fact, I'm going to actually just say it this way, and no offense to any 4Ks. I love you all, but you're going to be overwhelmed, okay? You're going to be overwhelmed because I want you to do it too. I'm going to say go to your closest 12K, okay? And I'm not talking about a 12K that hit a rank 6 months ago that isn't working today. I'm talking people that you visually see. You see, guys, there's a difference. There's people that hit ranks all the time that have titles that aren't leaders. Okay, that's the reality. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm going to tell you how it is. The people that you see grinding it every single day, they're the ones that are here for the right reasons. They're the ones that are here because they care about helping other people find success. They're the ones here that want to learn, that want to teach, that want to show people the right way. So I'm saying, look into your upline if your sponsor is not somebody that, knows anything about the products or is just going to be like, I don't know, not very exciting to talk to, then don't go to your sponsor. Go to the next person up. Okay. Go to the next person up. But I can tell you there's a crap ton of people, no matter what the rank is, that are way qualified to do a three-way call with you. So I guess I should say not even a 12K and up. I'm just trying to give you a starting place, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I did a call a couple weeks ago with 3 ladies. It was a Thursday night live, August 9th call that Paul Gravett personally texted me and asked me to take a couple months ago. He asked me to pick a day and to grab 3 people from my team. I picked 3 ladies from my team who I have been blown away with their results. And since that call, I have seen all 3 of those ladies just blossom into incredible. It's going to make me just incredible and gain a confidence in themselves. And sorry. But the thing that I'm trying to get across to you guys is that unless you step out of your comfort zone, you're not going to have that breakthrough. Do you think any one of those ladies wanted to really get on that call? But then they had like, me being like, girl, listen, and I messaged each one of them and nobody knew how I was going to ask. But I asked them because I saw what was possible for them and I saw what kind of results they were having. And since then, I see these ladies going live. I see these ladies doing the push that, Lisa put out for everybody, that we're all getting anxiously excited to get started. I see these ladies stepping into leadership roles. And by God, we're going to see these ladies continue to grow. Okay? So I want you guys to understand, unless you push yourself, unless you stop letting your why be your excuses, whether you don't have that confidence, whether you've never done something like this before, whether you've got 1,000 no's, whether people haven't ordered from you, you've never sold a darn thing in your life, you've never had success in this business so far, your checks have been nothing, you've never thrived for free, make this the time that you decide to change that. Make this the time that you say, how am I going to sign those customers? You can say all day and all night until you're blue in the face that you want to sign 2 customers this week. But unless you're putting in the actions and intention to get those 2 customers, you're not going to sign those 2 customers. What are the actions and the intentions? Well, first of all, you actually have to talk about the products. And I'm not talking throw it up in people's faces. You need to inspire people that will relate to those products and those stories. So you have to share testimonies, okay? Get consistent, guys. That is the key. Get consistent with every single day doing something, whether it's when you're pooping in the morning, or I don't know what my husband does for like ever in the mornings, right? But he's got plenty of time that he could be posting, but we're not going to go there. He don't even have instant messenger, right? So like the reality of it is that you have a choice to make that intentional. It doesn't mean you need to spend. And I hear all this crap, and I want to first and foremost, I want to say this, and then I'm gonna shut up and let Giselle go on, because we all know that Giselle will light up a room, and I've been all cry. But I want to say this right now, and I want to put this out there, because I've heard people say this kind of crap, and it really bothers me, and I really want to put it out there. First of all, I've had a couple people over the last couple of days that say, Amanda, I don't want to live on my phone. I haven't made any money, and I'm living on my phone. If you are living on your phone and you are not making any money, you are doing everything wrong. Period. Facts. Okay? Second, you have to make the choice to have your priorities right. You've got a family, you go to church, you do whatever it is that you do. Okay? If you want to take a Sunday off, you take a Sunday off. If you want to take a Monday off, you take a Monday off. If you've got life happening, a funeral to go to, you do what you have to do. Your family and your, whatever your religious beliefs, that always comes first. Period. End of story. Okay? And if any time you get those priorities backwards, you need to smack yourself in the face. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now that if it came to my kids or my business, my kids would win every time. I don't care how much money I make. Okay? But I do this for my kids so that I can be here for my kids, so that I can shut my phone off when they have a game, so that I can sit here and stare at my beautiful little teenage daughter playing on her cell phone on the recliner in front of me at 9:30 at night. Go to bed, child. Oh, okay. Never mind. She's not supposed to go to bed. So when you see posts out there where people say, I don't want to live on my phone. I was living on my phone. I don't give a shit what network marketing company business you go to, what job you have. You are going to have to work, and you get to choose. When I was going to the hospital, guess what? I didn't get to pee most of the time. I at least get to get up and go to the bathroom when the hell I want to now. All right? So I don't care what it is you do. You're going to have to work to make money, period. End of story. I just choose a different kind of work. So when you hear people say that they're spending all day doing this and this, no, you need time management skills is what you need. Okay? You need to learn how to get what you need done and get it done quick. Make a list, check it off. Go say, you know what, last night I was getting ready to go to bed, then they posted about this sale, so I hurried up and posted on my stories, hurry up and posted on my Instagram, went and followed followed a whole bunch of people, added some new friends on Facebook, went through, made a couple more things. Why did I do that? I didn't have to do that right before I went to bed, but I made a conscious choice to go do those things. Why? Because I wanted to make sure people saw that sale. I wanted to make sure people saw what I was putting out there, right? So I want you guys to understand, it's your choice if you choose to add 5 friends every day. It's your choice if you decide that you want to message 5 people. Or how long does it actually take you to message 5 people? I'm not telling you to message 100. I'm telling you to start somewhere with a number. Let's just say that number is 5, that you go wish 5 people happy birthday. You go wish 5 or message 5 different people every day. Go add 5 new friends every single day. I'm talking Facebook. Go and post something that really inspires you, every single day. Listen to something positive, write in a gratitude journal, get a calendar, and make what you want your goals to be. Because without doing those things, guys, you're not going to get to where you want to get to. I didn't get to where I wanted to get to by doing what anybody in my upline was doing. I had to go learn because what I was doing wasn't working. That's when I stumbled into Instagram land, right? That was 5 years ago. And then I totally sucked life out of me. And I quit working Instagram. Everything changed. And I was like square one, right? I'm just now getting back into it. I definitely don't have the groove. I'm definitely in a better place. I had somebody, honestly, to be honest with you guys, I had somebody go in, clean up my Instagram and help fix it up nice and pretty because sure, I could have done it. But I didn't have time because I've got a crap ton of team. And I chose that instead of me spending the time building my business, that I spent the time pouring into my team to teach them how they could build their business. All right. And I can do that now. However, I still feel shitty about if my PPA is not going up, but I know why my PPA isn't the greatest. Okay. It's because I chose my priorities to pour more into others at that time. So with that said, no offense, and nobody take any offense to this, I will run circles around all you all if I have to put a challenge up and I can say, I don't have to go and teach anybody or answer any text messages or messages today. If I just could work my business without answering a single Facebook Messenger or a single text message or a single post that I was tagged in, if I could just focus on working on my business, I can guarantee you guys I would be busting out customers and new promoters left and right because I would be focused on what I needed to have happen, right? So what I'm saying here is put your goals out, make your vision board, get in the habit of doing a couple extra things every single day. And I'm going to mute myself for just a second and let Giselle take over because we all know her energy is contagious. I'm going to turn my face off for a second, Giselle, because I need to find out what's going on here real quick, okay?
Well, I was until you made me cry. Hi, guys. I'm so excited to see you guys. Oh, my goodness. Whoever was not on midday this morning, amazing. But I wanted to tell you guys just, because I am so transparent and I think a lot of us get stuck there. But I want you guys to know that, leaders that really love to, and I know that Amanda does this, some people think, what is your worth? What does your worth have anything to do with your business? And it has so much to do with your business, guys. When Amanda was talking about the 3-day experiences, if this was me in this business, well, I'm going to be 44. I really didn't get life together until about 38, 39. So don't wait that long. But, if it wasn't that I knew that I was believing in myself and knew my value and worth, I would not be able to share this business when God brought it to me like I do now. And let me tell you why I say that, because I was that person that really worked from a place of desperation in the sense of, I was a really hard worker, but I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this person. I got to get that person. Instead of being in a place where it was okay for me to get the no's and it was okay for me to be patient and create the relationship, it just happened the other day, and I thought about it, and I said to myself, Giselle, I'm really proud of you. Sometimes, you have to be proud of yourself, right? So I said, someone messaged me and said, do you give free samples? And I said, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I can definitely send you a 3-day experience for $30, or I have an amazing, I just so happens I had a cashback. And she responded back with, oh, so there's no way we could get a free sample? Can I ask you a question? If you went, and this is me now, before I would have been like, well, I really need that customer. So, I have like a lot of product here. I do. You can't see it, but I do. I have a lot of product, right? I use it myself. So I should probably just give her, the 3-day, but why should I? You can't go into, even when you go to like the mall and you pass the food places, and those people that stand out there with little, they give you like a little chunk of something on a stick. You don't even get 3 days. You don't even get an hour's worth, never mind a day, 2 or 3 days. So when you do that, I just thought to myself, you know what, Giselle? You can either work from a place of desperation, or you can work from a place of, you can be in a place of patience, where something may or may not manifest from your patience, but you're not going to put yourself in a place where you are not keeping your worth. And I want you to hear me when I say that, because by me saying yes to her, what I used to do was I would almost convince myself like, oh, Giselle, you're just being giving, you're being nice. I am a very giving person, and I am doing that, but we're in a business, okay? And I also now have learned that if I would have given that girl the 3-day experience, odds are, I promise you, that she probably would have even taken a longer time to buy a 30-day experience. Why should she? I'm making it so easy for her. And she would have had lots of excuses on purchasing, because, I venture to say that people, Chaz said it this morning. She said so many things that I'm just like, I was screaming through the screen. I just didn't want to look so weird on the screen, but I was like, yes, yes, yes. People have money for what you want money for, for what they want. So I felt like I was coming to her and saying, yeah, you can get a 3-day experience for $30, but I have an amazing cashback, so invest in yourself and save. So, it may be really hard, guys, but I want you to know that not only what we have here is so worth it and amazing, you are so amazing. Your time, your time is worthy. I don't care if you just started. I don't care if you've been in it for 2 months, 3 months, and you feel like, oh, you have this place like, oh my God, you mean somebody's biting? Let me take it however you can. It's kind of like, when you're looking for that relationship, and I'm speaking from experience, you're looking for that relationship and you take love and you get it in all the wrong places because you want it so desperately. You don't want it that way, because 10 out of 10, not even 9 out of 10, your business is going to fail. The foundation is going to crumble. And then guess what? That person that you allowed, because we teach people how to treat us, that person that you allowed to do that to you, because it would be your decision to say, you know what, I'm just going to devalue what I know is valuable, and I really don't want to give this 3-day experience away. Now, I'm not saying if you feel it in your heart to bless somebody. Have I blessed somebody? Yes, but it's been on a different circumstance. It's been on a totally different circumstance where this person wasn't expecting that. I know just from the vibe and the way that the conversation was going, I could have went either way. But you allow them to say, no, your time's really not that valuable. Just give me the sample. Just do what you want to do. And then she didn't even want to become a customer. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, what do I have not smart on my forehead? This is not going to be happening. This was not me before, guys. I would be like, yes, customer, let me get them anywhere I can. And then at the end, I'm wondering why I'm crumbling. I'm wondering why I'm failing. And I'm not failing forward, because failing forward is okay. But when you are making the same, do not work from a place of desperation. I would say that the best feeling is to be in a place where you know that you are not going to fall through the cracks. Doesn't matter if you fall and you can get back up. But if you fall so way deep down and you're just like, and you're wondering why you're getting there, and all your actions are like, yep, I'm falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Falling is not the issue. Continuing to fall on something that is not firm, then you know that you're not doing something right. So I love that Amanda said that, because that, I want to just tell you, for being very transparent, that was me. I was the girl that was not balanced. I wanted to do everything and anything to make it happen, even if that was against what God wanted me to do. And that's why I say, and I preach it all the time, or just from my heart. It doesn't mean that it's the right thing. It's just what works for me, is, saying, okay, I pray every day, who do you want in my business? Because I'm telling you right now, sometimes those no's, they're not bad, guys. You look back and you're like, thank goodness that that person is not on my team. Thank goodness that that person is not my customer. Like, this is a protection. But when we are matured in that faith, and we know that we really have to use discernment and work in a place of trust, then the whole entire game changes. So I challenge you to know that you are so worthy. No one but you can allow someone to come in and infiltrate your life or business, period. Nobody can do it but you. Cynthia, I cannot infiltrate Cynthia's life unless Cynthia opens the door and says, I'm just going to let Giselle treat me this way. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Cynthia lets me get away with it the first time, you best believe I'm coming back the second time to see what I can get away with. This is how people are in business and in life. And so when you hear Amanda pour in and talk about speaking and spewing positivity, it's almost like breath that you have to just inhale every single second, because the world is full of the other, and you want to go against the grain. So, every morning, I know I get on my family's nerves. Like, I'm not even sometimes allowed to talk to them for the first 15 minutes of them waking up. They're like, Mommy, like, seriously, why are you so chipper? But I am, because I'm like, look, I could either wake up really dusty like you, or I could set the precedence for my day and say, this day's not going to have me. I'm going to have this day. I'm going to change lives. I'm already speaking it so that nothing else can infiltrate it. I'm teaching. Don't think about only teaching the people outside of your inner circle, your family. You need to teach your family. You need to teach them the way, and that's what they're going to be doing. And the reason I say that is because your balance will become a lot better too. When I was around trying to do it all, and I was on Zooms and I was doing this and doing that, and not having conversation with my kids and my husband and saying, this is Mommy's dream. I really want to do this. My purpose in life, my call is to help people. It just so happens that this is the vehicle God's given me, and I need you guys to know that I have a goal just like you have aspirations, so that way they know, and believe it or not, they'll cheer you on. What Amanda said is so right. Like, all anyone wants to do is be needed and edified and know that they are loved. And it's one of the reasons that I have the midday Mondays and Wednesdays. It's no respective to rank at all, because every single person is a leader. Every single person has a gift. And I just want you to know, if nobody has ever told you, you have something so amazing to offer your team. So if nobody's ever told you, I'm telling you, you may be sitting there saying, there's nothing really artistic about me. I literally wanted to bash my husband's head in many times, because he's so good at everything he does. Like, he can cut hair, he can draw, he's a football player, like sports. And I'm like, is there anything that you're not good at? And then God said, but Giselle, I made you a good talker. Like, you talk and you never know how to shut up. Use that, right? So once I recognized that and went after it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, instead of focusing on the people that are making fun of me for this, let me see what lives I can change. And that's what I want you to do. That's what I challenge you to do. I want you to know that you are so powerful in your own right. That is where you are going to gain the right people in your business, whether that be customers or promoters. That is when you are going to wake up and you're going to feel like, you know what? It doesn't matter if it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. my purpose is still alive in me, and I'm going to walk in that. You know, your purpose doesn't say, oh, it's Saturday, you can't work on it today. So this is why it cracks me up when people are like, nope, it's Saturday, I'm not working. What do you mean? Like, people's lives don't change, and people's lives don't go on at a standstill and say, oh, you know those 3 products that Natalie has been sharing and lifestyle, and I see her with it on. Like, I guess on Saturdays, that just doesn't happen for her. So this is why you create that lifestyle. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you that I forgot my next thought because I got so excited. But I wanted to tell you that I'm so excited for September. I don't know what it is. I personally feel like there is no slow season, guys. Honestly, there's just different seasons. There is no such thing as a slow season. If you do say there is such thing as a slow season, I challenge you to take that out of your vocabulary. There is no such thing as a slow season. Do not speak that over your life. There is such thing as a different season. There's always different seasons, right? It's just like fall, winter, summer, spring. There's different weather, right? It doesn't mean that some people's favorite is fall, some people's favorite is winter, summer, spring. It's different. Doesn't mean one is better than the other. It's different. So if we look at our business as, doesn't mean this is a slow season, just a different season. So what do you do when different things happen? You deal with them differently. You find different ways to embrace and be grateful. And one of the things, if you did not go and watch Chas the midday live this morning, it blessed my life immensely. I love how raw and transparent she is. You're never, ever, ever, ever too on a high pedestal for God to just continue putting healing and blessings into your life. But the one thing that I would encourage you is to be grateful in every single aspect. So when you're talking to somebody and you are, and somebody says no to you, this is going to be the hardest thing, guys. Embrace that no. You know what? That was a hard no, but I'm going to take this from it. If you have never read the book Go For No, I so encourage you to read the book Go For No. It is very small. I would pull it out, but I'd have to go in all my books and my thing, and I'm not going to do that. But it's very thin. You could probably read it in one day. I've read it a couple of times, but it taught me that every morning when I pray for the people that I want in my business, I say, you know, today I'm going for 400 no's. So that means if I get 50 yeses, I have 350 more no's to go. Because you know what happens? We become so complacent in the positive, and that's all we are programmed to be grateful for, is the positive, is the good, that we forget to see that there is such beauty in the struggle, there is such beauty in the no. It is meant to happen, because without it, we will not ever learn from those lessons. Life will just be so easy, you know? Why do you think so many people relate to you that you have a story? Everybody has a story. Someone is going to relate to, you know, this is why I'm so transparent with my life, because my prayer is that I touch someone and know I am so far from perfect. I am the most broken person. I was the most, thank you, Jesus, I'm not, but I was the most broken person ever. But there is such beauty in brokenness. Come with who you are, and that is the foundation of how your business will be built. It may start out with 2 people and grow to massive amount, but the number of people don't make the substance of what your team is. The number of people does not make the substance of what you are here to accomplish. So speak life into you, and I just want you to know how worthy you are. That is my message tonight, that if nobody has told you that you have so much to offer, because when you know what you have to bring to the table, and if you don't know, find out tonight. Have a talk with him. Ask him. He will tell you. If you don't know, find out what you have to offer. When you have that kind of power and you know, that you know that nobody else can tell you who you are, and he has told you, it is going to change your life. I'm telling you, I can't even explain the joy of it. You just have to be in it, where nobody else's opinion matters. So it really doesn't matter what kind of no's you get, because you know that amazing yes is coming, and it just makes life exciting, where you want to wake up and things are changing around you. And listen, it doesn't mean that even if you're not enrolling somebody a day, or even if you're not enrolling 5 people a day, but the way you are enrolling them, the way that you are bringing them into business, the way that you are connecting with your customers, if you are not walking away with a relationship and a story with every person you bring into this business, as it relates to either a customer or a promoter, you are doing something wrong. You should not ever, and I repeat, ever be bringing somebody into this business, promising them something where you cannot even keep that promise to yourself, where you don't know what the next move is. You're going to get an order. Okay, so somebody's going to order a Thrive Experience. Why do you need a Thrive Experience, Ashley? My goodness, I forgot to talk to Ashley. I don't even know why she needs it. So then next month comes and you're so stressed out how you're going to keep Ashley as a customer, when if you would have taken the time from the beginning to say, Ashley, even if Ashley comes to me and already knows and says, Giselle, I want the Thrive Experience, probably so she's going to say that because she sees that that's what we are. We're the amazing 3 steps, right? But why does she need that Thrive Experience? Ashley, I know you do, and I'm so excited for you, but tell me, like, what your goals are. What do you want to achieve? Because we are not a weight loss company. We are a wellness, and I love that, especially because, and I know that I'm not making any medical claims, but Anissa and I both have systemic lupus. My daughter has had a kidney transplant. She's going on 2 years December. And she loves these products because of the simplicity of it, because of the wellness of it. It wasn't just because of weight loss. So you never know. The beauty of this is that the products are for every single person. Hence the fact, guys, that it fills the nutritional gaps of you as a person. The same nutritional gaps that it's going to fill for me may not fill Amanda's nutritional gaps. This is the beauty of it. So you are taking away somebody's experience when you pre-assume that they are just using the 3 steps for the same reason that you're using the 3 steps. Because the beauty is that they're working all around. So my message today is, go while you're changing somebody else's life, you're going to look back and say, oh my God, this is working. It's changing my life too, because my purpose is defined. I'm walking in it no matter how tough it is. What hard am I choosing? And am I going to stick with it? Because I said this morning. If you're having a hard time ever keeping a promise to yourself, remember his promise to you. We all fall short. There's so many times that I am just like, oh, I don't know about today. Like, so I really want to be positive, but I probably just want to lay down. Everybody has those days. But then I remember his promise for me, and I remember the commitment that I've made to so many others. And that is where the game will change. That is when you will know that it is not about you. Turn your head right and left. Everybody is always looking out for themselves. This is why I fell in love with Amanda. I mean, I fell in love with her. She just, I literally, before Amanda and me were just amazing friends, she was already my friend. She just didn't know it. But I learned something from Amanda too, and she probably doesn't even know this. I remember one time I called her and she said to me, she texted me, she goes, hi Giselle, I can't answer the phone right now. I'm at Leah's game, but I'll call you back. And I said, you go. I said to myself, you go, girl. You teach me how to treat and respect you, okay? I respected her time. I didn't know how to do that. That day changed the game for me, because I'm like, you know what? Amanda is so loving. She pours in like no other. She's a leader that is not on a high horse where she still does not show up, okay? And she still makes time to balance. And guess what? I still walk away not feeling like she doesn't care about me. I opened my heart to learn that lesson where, Giselle, if you want to be an effective leader and you want to go far and and have people treat you the way that you want to be treated, then you need to do what Amanda just did. And she did call me back that night. But it taught me, babe, I never even told you that. But it really did. It spoke so much to my heart. And I was just like, yeah, you could do this too, Giselle. You could speak up for yourself. So I'm just so excited about September. I'm so excited to be on this live with you. I love Mondays. We are just I ams. Like, we have to live in I ams. If we do not live in I ams, but I ams with action, like Chaz said this morning, you know, you can say all day long, I am fearless, I am bold, but are you really bold? When it's time to be bold, are you really taking chances? Are you really doing it scared? Are you really doing it in fear? So we cannot just be about talk anymore. Like, we need to be so bold in our walk that people don't even have to hear what's coming out of our mouth. When they see you coming, they're going to know what you are made of. That is really how we need to walk in September, that our talk matches our walk, and that you're not just talking where you forget to act, because the miracle is in the faith, not in the aftermath of the result. That's not the miracle, guys. The miracle is in the faith and what you're willing to stick with.
I have to say this, because while you're saying that, before I forget, like, this entire thing, one of the very first things that has stuck with me in the 5.5 years I've been in this industry was when I joined my cousin, okay, in my first business. She used to say something, if there's anything that I could actually give her credit for, it would be this: adding me to a team page, encouraging me to come to an event. And the fact that she said, you have to take the matter of if off the table and make it a matter of when, and take off the table anything that is going to basically deter you away from, you know, where your goals are. It doesn't matter. And you guys, I'm gonna be really honest with you here. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. Okay, momentum loves speed. All right, that's all there is to it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you if you walk as slow as a snail that eventually you're gonna be a millionaire. I'm going to tell you that you might have to walk slower as you get started. Okay, and you have to learn to accept that. Sometimes people are going to join and they're not going to go VIP 800, VIP 1600, because guess what? Maybe that person hasn't even been existent hardly on Facebook, like the single person's post. Nobody's seeing their stuff, and now they just are being sold to. Okay, so those people might have a hard time getting started. Giselle said something that was so key, and I think that this is something that is just such a natural habit to me and to so many others that have done this industry for a while now, is that when somebody asks me about these products, or somebody asks me about this opportunity, I don't sugarcoat things, guys. I don't just make them get the product because I want them to order the product, okay? I find out why they want the product. I find out why they want to become a promoter. If they tell me that they want to become a promoter because they want to make $500 to $1,000 or whatever, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with posting about that kind of stuff. But what I am saying is, I don't want to mislead somebody that this isn't work. I want people to know, like, I can show you how to do this, but you're going to have to do this in order to make it work for you, right? Just like every single one of you guys that have not hit the rank of like 4K, or not hit the rank of 12K, or not hit the rank of 40, or whatever it is that you want to achieve, I want you to understand that in order to reach that rank of 4K, 12K, 40, 80, 200, and and beyond, is that you can only get there by helping other people. Effectively helping other people, not just telling them to give their link and post these pictures. Okay, that is old school. I don't care what anybody says. You can post all day long, and sure, you can sign a couple customers here and there, but what's it matter if those customers end up canceling because you didn't care to follow up with them, or to see how they're actually feeling, or if they're achieving what their goals are? So with that said, yeah, and you know what, guys, I hear people say all the time, like, I don't have the right words. I don't like, do we have a script? Da, 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 da. And let me tell you, I know plenty of leaders that have done scripts and posts and all of this stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's not, to me, if somebody messages me a script, I automatically discredit them, that I don't want to join them or order from them, because I don't feel any sincerity whatsoever. In fact, every single person that I actively order from a ton of direct sales companies. None of those people send me scripts. Every single one of them sends me a message. Girl, I know you love this stuff, because they look to see what kind of orders I've had. They know what kind of questions I've asked. And they say, girl, I know you love this stuff. I just wanted to let you know it's on sale this month. Let me know if you want to place an order, if you want to get the order in before it's up. And I'm like, heck yeah. I don't take offense to that. I say, yeah, they remembered me. Feels good when somebody actually follows up with you, right? Flip yourself into the other person's shoes. Flip yourself as you're the customer and somebody's reaching out to you. How would you want that person to approach you? Every single time you send a message, think about that. Every single time you have a conversation with somebody about the business, what kind of things would you like? I promise I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to say one last thing before we finish up tonight, is that every single one of you guys can be the mom, the dad that you want to be, okay? Every single one of you guys can be an amazing entrepreneur. Every single person has to learn what that means for them. It's not going to be the same as for the next person. You have to be willing to learn, okay? You have to be willing to understand that your chapter 20 might be somebody else's chapter 1, okay? Your chapter 1 somebody else might be in chapter 20, okay? So you have to find what it is that you want to do. So I challenge each of you guys to get a calendar, get a notebook, get a piece of paper, get whatever from this point forward, to start writing down every single person that you talk to and what it is that they want and why they need it, okay? From this point forward, I don't care what you haven't done. You can play catch up, okay? I'm talking about from this point forward, writing down the people and how you can help them. Why do they want it? Put it down, guys. Write notes, okay? When you follow up, I promise it's going to make the difference. From this point forward, plan out your day. You want to have a movie night with your kids? Okay? Have a movie night with your kids. Prior to having that movie night with your kids, don't feel guilty about telling them, listen, mommy's got to send out 20 messages and then we can have that movie night. Go get this and go get that ready and I'll be there in just a minute. Send out those darn messages. Get out your post. Take your 3 steps. Make a list of your to-dos that you want to accomplish every day. You guys, that to-do list can be as simple as writing down your I ams for the day. Writing down, looking at yourself in the darn mirror and saying, I can be anything I want to be. I'm in control, okay? Go and make a list. Your house is a disaster. Like my husband, guys, I wish I could show you. My husband is seriously, listen, it took 17 years to get him this way. But my house is clean. It's chaotic still, but it's clean. It ain't I can't take credit for that. He does that, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. I have things that I need to accomplish. I honestly, it's going to be real. I don't even know the last time I started my washer because my husband and my daughter does it, okay? But that's a sacrifice and what we kind of figured out. But today I went and had a barbecue. I had these things. But okay, let me get back on topic because you guys all know me. I'll go all over the place and could talk all night. Here's my point. If you know that you have a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment, a meeting at your kid's school, you know that you're going to have homework time. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you call me at 3:30 in the afternoon and you want to do a 3-way, I'm going to tell you you're going to have to call somebody else. Why? Because I'm picking up my kids from school. And I'm not going to be on a 3-way call when my daughter gets in the school because that is the time that she gets her mom, period. That is when her mom says, hey, babe, how did your day go at school? What did you learn today? All of that. And I don't want anybody. And if you ever have a leader that tries to take that away from you, you run and you run fast. Okay, your kids and your family are why you're doing this in the first place, likely, unless it's just you want to, have a relationship and build friends. I'm so sorry, my dog's going crazy. But my point is, make a list every day of maybe, making dinner, doing your doing dishes, running the vacuum, which I just turned the Roomba on. I don't run the vacuum, I hit Roomba. I'm like, work smarter, not harder. Okay, if you
Hey, Amanda, also too, really, really quick, guys, remember, we're in a very exceptional position as an entrepreneur. Talissa can tell you, Brendan's back here dancing on power hours, and, they come home like, Mommy, when is power hour? When is Zooms? They knew about Miss Amanda's Zooms. Why? Because we incorporated it. So I love that you're saying this, Amanda, because just like you would say, I have an 8 to 5 to go to, and they know you're going to be at work till 5. This is how you have to love and appreciate your business.
Yeah. And on that note, guys, I want every single one of you guys to know I was working full time whenever I came into this business, into this company. And I stayed full time until the end of April. So I joined the second week of January, and I left my full-time job at the end of April. I'm not saying that is what anybody else should do, because I'm going to be honest, in my first company, I left my job way too soon, didn't know how to manage my money, totally was stupid, got myself in a hole. First of all, if you start making big bucks, guys, you need to make sure you get a CPA. I have a CPA. You need to be making sure that you're keeping, all that stuff. I'm not going to get into that right now, but my point is that if you prioritize your day, you can accomplish more. I was working full time. I would work 7 to 7. I'd leave my house 6:30-ish. I wouldn't get home the next day until 8:30-ish, depending on how long the report lasted, okay? So when you say that, okay, Amanda was gone for 13, 14 hours, when the heck did she work her business? I'm going to tell you when I worked my business. I would post right before I went into work. I would post if I got a chance on my lunch break. If I got a lunch break, I would make a post. I would sometimes follow up if I was like done charting or something. I've done Zooms. I've done Zooms while I was at work, which I shouldn't have done, but I was on nights. But I would work for a couple hours when I got off in the morning. When I was on nights, I would work for a couple hours following up with anybody that commented or messaged or whatever, checking in with my team. And I could not work the same way on days that I had my full-time job as the days I had off. And I knew that, okay? But I put that out there for the world. When you work a 9 to 5 job, or you work a 12-hour shift a day or whatever, you need to let yourself, first of all, you still need to try to do something for your business. Take a picture on your way to work of your capsules. Take a picture in the morning whenever you're getting your capsules. Take a picture that, and relate it to the fact that you're heading out the door and this is going to keep you going all day, whatever. Make it a priority. And when you start making it a priority, you're going to start to see other people do it. So Sonia, I'm going to say this because you just said that is my struggle. This is something Chastity Marie says all the time. And I'm going to leave this Zoom with this. Change your words, change your life. Change your words, change your life. When you say you can't, start replacing it with you can. When you say I'm struggling, say I am strong. When you say no one will sign up with me, say I have so many people that are going to join me. Okay? Change your words and change your life. Chas says it all the time, and there is a reason, and she is my idol. I want to be, for those of you guys that don't follow Chastity Marie, I highly encourage you to follow her, because if you read her post, if you listen to her words, she will move you beyond means. And her story is just, she's not a leader of putting somebody up on a pedestal. Okay. And I don't ever want you guys, and I don't want anybody, just like Paul says, he wants people to treat him just like he is anybody else. I've had people tell me that they didn't want to message me because I was like, I'm a 200K leader. I want each one of you guys to understand that you are no different than any one of us. We just learned to believe. We just chose to look at things in a different light. We just chose to not accept things not be impossible. We chose to make things possible. Okay. So when you say I can't, I want each of you guys to say you can. All right. And realize that your family, your life has to be a priority. Your business, if your reason why is to, come home or whatever, to be honest, you have to work your ass off. All right. So I love you guys. We're going to finish this up because we've already gone over an hour. I will upload this recording. I'm so sorry I talked so long, but Giselle's just got so much, guys. She just fills me full of life. And anyways, I'm excited for Destination to 12K. And for those of you all that are not in it, don't you worry. We have some amazing things happening, including daily lives on the Dream Team. A calendar has been listed. You're going to start seeing a ton more leaders. And everybody have an amazing night. Love you guys. Let's rock this month.